Hey, Hasan, not trying to trigger or anything, but deadnaming Caitlyn Jenner, even though she's a shame on the transgender community, hurts all trans people by insinuating that respect for trans people is something that can be taken away if you misact. Yeah, but that wasn't what happened. Will was saying that a conservative was going to deadname Caitlyn Jenner. It's copy pasta. I don't think it is, because the other copy pasta. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not okay to deadname Caitlyn Jenner because you hate her. Everyone knows that. But Will did deadname her like 4 times in that joke. Yeah, he was saying that a conservative is going to deadname Caitlyn Jenner. Are you saying that that is unacceptable as well? That a conservative is going to consider... I legitimately don't know. And it wasn't 4 times. It was twice, I think. But they literally do that on daily... They do that daily on right-wing shows. Will is right. So how does that work? Does that mean, like, if we are watching someone... Am I not allowed to watch, like Steven Crowder do that and react to it? I'm actually asking. I don't know. I mean, we all agree saying a slur as a joke isn't funny. Yeah, but Will wasn't saying a slur as a joke, or even saying that a conservative is going to say a slur. Like, Will wasn't deadnaming as a joke. Will was saying that a conservative is going to end up like voting for Caitlyn Jenner for her background. Like, he wasn't literally saying that this is Caitlyn Jenner or anything like that. Socialism done left got in shit rightfully for this reason. Like, you guys understand the difference. Will is not socialism done left. No, I don't even know what the fuck socialism done left did. And I don't really care. Because the trans person, that joke was funny and not offensive considering the fact that he was satirizing transphobes. I personally think it's like you saying insert minority or doing something bad while playing a right-wing character. Also, the implication is, of course, deadnaming is bad throughout. Yeah. Yeah, it's like when I say the blacks when I'm doing like a right-wing a caricature of a person. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's an entirety of out-of-context HasanAbi clips out there that you can go back and watch where I am portraying the argument of the opposition or making a joke of it, making a mockery of it, that devoid of context comes across as incredibly inappropriate and offensive. It's not, though. Would you say the N-word? No, I wouldn't. Is deadnaming someone as like the same as the N-word? That's the question. When you're saying a right-winger is going to deadname someone, are you saying that it's like literally you saying the N-word? And it's not even like someone personally deadnaming someone, because that would be completely inappropriate. What are you even talking about? There's no equivalent to the N-word? I agree. I don't think there is, but still. So for those of you who don't know, deadnaming is when you intentionally refer to the I guess old name of a trans person before they went through gender confirmation. Like, it's the gender that they are assigned at birth. Did someone deadname actually get said, or did someone just say that another person will end up deadnaming? Because if it's the latter, I don't give a fuck. No. Yes, Will used the words Bruce Jenner. Like, when he was depicting what a conservative would end up doing when they are voting for Caitlyn Jenner. That is deadnaming. I did it as well just now to describe to you the context of the situation. I don't think that this is going to be considered inappropriate. Literally perpetuating it. It's not even just making fun of conservatives who, like, it's not even making fun of conservatives who say dumb shit. It's directly criticizing the reasoning as to why a conservative would vote for a trans person. This is literally why people hate leftists, for fuck's sake. No, there's a lot of trans people in here that, and some of them are upset, some of them are not. Why chatters are bringing it up here, even though Hasan didn't say it? I don't know, because they want me to correct Will and talk to him about it, probably. How hard is it to not say the N-word and not be a dick to trans people at the same time? It's literally dead. You have to destroy the concept in your head. What? It sounds like 2011 Tumblr and it's gross. Yes, of course. Elliot Page. There is no other name. What? We're not having a conversation about whether dead naming is appropriate, chat. Like most people in here understands that dead naming is inappropriate and bad. The conversation we're having is like, is it acceptable in this context or not? Some trans people say it's fine. Others say it's not. Okay? Not a single person is like, oh yeah, as a joke, literally call trans people by their dead name. Or for those who don't understand, by their old name before they came out as trans. I don't even know if that's the most acceptable or appropriate way of covering that subject, but hey, trans person who also simultaneously is fucking brain dead. Why do you have a really aggressive opinion on a subject if you weren't fucking there and you literally don't know what the fuck you're talking about? I never did it, you dumb fuck. Now you're mad at me? Like, what the fuck is this shit? Dumbass. No, it's not a fucking troll. That's like a legitimate trans person who's like, I am now personally offended at a hypothetical where it didn't even fucking happen. God damn, dude. Stop looking like fucking clowns on the internet. You did say her dead name, though, in your example of what people said? Yes! I said Bruce Jenner when talking about what dead naming is to describe to people what dead naming is. Are you fucking brain dead? We also said Ellen Page when talking about Elliot Page and what dead naming would be. How do you explain something to people without using examples? That's how people learn. Fuck! Fucking brain dead idiots. Sometimes it literally feels like you just want to be fucking mad, dude. This is one of those instances. You just want to be mad and you want to hear your fucking voice. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, Hasan is in a fucking perpetual stunlock again. Oh, it's so funny. But also, why can't you just not avoid the stunlocks? How do you want me to avoid the stunlock when motherfucking 15-month members of my community are literally fucking losing their shit? Sorry. This is the last thing I'm going to say about this issue. It's in emote mode, so I'm not going to get perpetually stunlocked by this, so it doesn't matter. I'm not in a room with just you, okay? I am not just talking to you. Stop being so fucking selfish, okay? I've said time and time again that if you are incredibly sensitive, I completely understand. But if you consider this to be a safe space where you might not hear a dead name ever, even when describing the concept of dead naming, then this is not for you. I'm telling you again, if that makes you feel like this is a hostile space, then you can look for another space that is less hostile for you, because unfortunately, your hostility, your metric for what is considered hostile is literally insane from my point of view, because I also have a larger goal of making people less transphobic. And you have to recognize that as a marginalized person, I have a lot of privilege, okay? And I'm trying to use it for good. And there are a lot of other people who have privilege blind spots, and I'm trying to be accommodating to their intolerance and bigotry to a level. This is at the heart of what I believe in. This is what I've been doing. This is the reason why I am not your fucking Tumblr community that is welcoming and accepting, but also simultaneously shuts itself off entirely to anyone that is even here to learn something. Okay? You do not You are never going to have a large leftist space if this is the mentality that you have. I'm sorry. So thankfully, it's not your fucking space, okay? And it's my fucking space. So stop being so goddamn rude because you have perceived a slight here in an otherwise educational context. You can turn around all day and be like, Hasan is transphobic. Most trans people are going to fucking laugh at you if you say that, okay? We are literally talking about the concept of dead naming and trying to have a discussion around it, and you choose to be upset and literally fucking lose your shit over the fact that I'm giving an example of what dead naming is. That is fucking insane, dude. That's literally fucking insane. That expectation is not going to happen anywhere, at least for now. As we live and breathe, when gender norms are so fucking rigid and so personal, and literally it's all the social conditioning that people associate themselves with in their entire lives with, and that's precisely why trans people have such a hard time coming out. Not just because of all the fucking transphobia, but because they themselves have internalized transphobia because it's so fucking deeply personal. There's so much transphobia everywhere. So obviously, when describing a concept about transphobia, you're going to hear some transphobia, okay? If that's your expectation from this community with 30,000 fucking active viewers right now, you're delusional. Jesus Christ. This is not just for you individually, okay? I'm not just having a conversation with you personally, individually in a room. I'm trying to have a larger goal of educating people on concepts that they were unaware of by making relatively rational arguments. Fuck. Understand that you are going to, if you are in this chat, hear shit that is racist, that is misogynistic, that is transphobic. There's a level of that is always going to be there because most people hold on to these points of views because this is what they've learned their entire lives. And there is no way to educate people without actually sometimes discussing these concepts. Oh my God. Sorry for getting so agitated, but this is like a deeply personal subject for me because if I were to listen to all of the fucking woke scolds in my audience that literally lose their shit over the perceived slight that they've created, that concocted in their own fucking minds, I would not be where I'm at. And you would not have a community where you've met so many new people because so many people change their minds over time. Okay? So stop fucking yourself over. Having said that, obviously transphobia is unacceptable and you will get banned. As always.